Hello everyone, welcome back to Maths Marathon classes. This time I'll be doing 2024 JEE main January shift of vector algebra. Already I have completed 2025 JEE main vector algebra of both April shift as well as January shift. Quite a lot number of questions they're asking from this chapter. In 2025 January shift we had 13 questions altogether from vector algebra. In 2025 April shift we have 10 questions, I think 10 or 11 questions, not sure. And in 2024 JEE we got 15 questions altogether from January shift. Quite a lot number of questions from vector algebra. They're giving more preference for this topic, and it's very easy also to score marks. For sometimes in one shift you can expect one question, or sometimes in one shift you can expect two questions. So 8 marks, so guaranteed. So if you learn all the formulas, there is only basics of vectors, algebra of vectors, all those things, dot product, cross product. Anyway, scalar triple product is removed from the syllabus, but still if you know some basic concepts of scalar triple product and vector triple product, it will be helpful to solve the problems, other problems. Like they'll ask the questions which is based on scalar triple product. You can use the techniques of scalar triple product and so on. Sometimes it's basic knowledge is required, even though it's deleted. So it's a quite easy chapter actually to score 4 marks, guaranteed question. One question will be there in each shift. Sometimes we can expect 2 questions in some of the shifts. Okay, so altogether we have 15 questions of this topic, vector algebra. I'm doing JEE main 2024 January shift vector algebra. Okay, so number of questions appeared from various topics. Basics of vectors and algebra of vectors, 1 question. Dot product, there are 2 questions. Cross product, 4 questions. Dot and cross product, questions which is mixed, connecting dot and cross product. Okay, such kind of questions there are 7, and miscellaneous 1. Altogether we have 15 questions, okay, from this chapter. So we'll discuss the questions one by one. Given vector A is equal to minus 5 I cap plus j cap. Given vector A equal to minus 5 I cap plus j cap minus 3 k cap. Vector B is given I cap plus 2 j cap minus 4 k cap. And vector C is defined like this: A cross B cross I cap cross I cap cross I cap. Want to find C dot minus I cap plus j cap plus k cap. So quite simple question, not so difficult question. Level 1 kind of questions for JEE Main I can tell. So first you find A cross B from this. A cross B you find out. Then you take cross product with I cap. Then again you'll get some vector. Again cross with I, you'll get some vector. Again cross with I, you'll get the answer. C vector will get. Then you take the dot product of those two, C and minus I plus j plus k. That'll give the answer. Not a big deal at all. First we'll find the cross product of two vectors A and B, vector A and vector B. Cross product is determinant, we know, determinant of I cap, j cap, k cap, the first row. Second row is components of vector A. Third row is components of vector B. We'll find out A cross B first. Okay, A cross B is equal to begin with, vector A cross vector B is equal to, which is determinant of I cap, j cap, k cap. What we have? Components of vector A. Minus 5, 1, minus 3. Minus 5, 1, minus 3. Second row, third row is components of vector B. 1, 2, minus 4. Correct? 1, 2, minus 4 is equal to I cap into, expanding this determinant, expanding along the first row, leaving first column, first row, I cap into minus 4 plus 6, correct? Leave the first column, first row, minus 4 plus 6, which is 2, minus j cap into, leaving second column, first row, 20 plus 3, which is 23, plus k cap into, leaving third column, first row, minus 10 minus 1 becomes minus 11, correct? Minus 10 minus 1 minus 11. So this is A cross B I'm getting. A cross B I got. Now I have to find A cross B cross I cap. Now A cross B cross I cap is A cross B cross I cap is equal to what we have, vector A cross B, 2 I cap minus 23 J cap minus 11 K cap cross I cap. So I cross I is 0 vector, correct? Cross product of same vectors will be 0 vector. So I cross I is 0. Minus 23 J cross I. Ijk, if you take unit vectors like this, in this form, this is I cap, J cap, K cap. I cross J is going to be equal to K. J cross K is I and K cross I is J. We know this. How to find the cross product of pair of vectors, pair of unit vectors. I cross J is K, J cross K is I and K cross I is J. If it is J cross I, it becomes minus K cap, correct? So all those things we know. If it is in clockwise direction, it is plus. If it is in anti-clockwise, I'll take minus. I cross J is K, J cross I is minus K. J cross K is I, K cross J is minus I. K cross I is J, I cross K is minus J. All those things I'll be using. So I cross I is 0 vector. Here I am getting J cross I. J cross I is minus K, correct? So this will be minus 23 into J cross I am getting. J cross I is minus K. Minus 11 into K cross I. K cross I is J. K cross I is J. J means J cap. So I got A cross B cross I. Now find A cross B cross I, again cross with I. Now therefore A cross B cross I is there, correct? This I am taking cross product with I cap. A cross B cross I is here, 23K minus 11J, which is minus 11J plus 23K, right? This is minus 11J plus 23K cross with I cap. What do you get? Minus 11 J cross I. J cross I is minus K. Once again, I cross J is K, J cross I is minus K. So this will be minus 11 into J cross I is minus K plus 23 into K cross I. K cross I is J. I'm getting A cross B cross I cross I. Now this much is done. Again cross with I. Finally I'll get vector C now. Therefore vector C is equal to this much I got. This much I got. I'm crossing with I. So this much is, we got 11K plus 23J. Correct? 11K plus 23J. This I'm crossing with I. Taking the cross product with I cap. 11 into K cross I. K cross I is J. Correct? So 11 into K cross I. K cross I is J. Plus 23 into J cross I. J cross I is minus K. So finally I got my vector C. This much was simplified. Here A cross B cross I cross I. Crossing with I, I'll get vector C. This much. Now I need to find the dot product of these two. Vector C dot minus I plus J plus K. Finally, therefore, vector C dot minus I cap plus J cap plus K cap is equal to, what is my vector C? 11J minus 23K. 11J cap minus 23K cap. I'm taking dot product with minus I cap plus J cap plus K cap is equal to, here there is no I coefficient, correct? I coefficient is 0 here. How to take the dot product we know. Multiply coefficients of I cap, let's multiply coefficients of J cap, let's multiply coefficients of K cap. So here 0, 0 into minus 1, 0, 0 I cap. 11 into 1, 11. Minus 23 into 1, minus 23. So 11 minus 23 is minus 12. So minus 12, option A is answer. Question asked on 1st of February, first step, JEE Main 2024. Please make a note. Taking crossing with I. First find A cross B, cross with I, some answer you get, again cross with I, you'll get some answer, again cross with I, that is vector C. Then take the dot product of vector C and minus I cap plus j cap plus k cap. How to take dot product is multiply coefficients of I cap plus multiply coefficients of j cap plus multiply coefficients of k cap. Taking sum of the products of the corresponding coefficients of I cap, j cap, k cap, will get the answer, minus 12. Please make a note. Move on to the next one, question number 2. Consider a triangle ABC where vertices A, B, C are given. Angle bisector of angle BAC meets the line BC at D. Want to find the length of the projection of vector AD on the vector AC. So projection of AD on AC. So projection of vector A on vector B concept. A dot B by magnitude of vector. That concept I am going to use here. First you find the vertex D here. I'll draw some rough sketch for this to make you understand. ABC is a triangle. The vertices of the triangle are given. Angle bisector of BAC is meeting the line BC at D. There is some triangle ABC are called. Okay. A, B, C. A is given to be 1, 3, 2. B is given to be minus 2, 8, 0. And the vertex C is 3, 6, 7. Correct? The angle bisector of angle BAC, so BAC is this angle bisector of this, is going to meet the line BC at the point D. So I'll draw the angle bisector D. Okay? AD is the internal angle bisector. They should have mentioned internal angle bisector. Of course, there are two bisectors. One is internal angle bisector, another one is external angle bisector. So angle BAC is bisected by the line AD. So that means if suppose angle BAC is 60 degree, it becomes 30, 30. Divides into two parts, 30, 30. This angle is 30, this angle is 30, 60 degree. Suppose I'm giving an example to make you understand what is internal angle bisector. So AD is the internal angle bisector of angle BAC. Okay. So I want to find the vertex D so that I can find vector AD. Vector AD I want to find. AD you can find out OD minus OA. And also to find AC, which is OC minus A and C, I know what it is. I need to find the vertex D. I'll be using the internal bisector theorem here. Bisector theorem I'm going to use. So, what is the angle bisector theorem says? If AD is the bisector, internal angle bisector, the point D is going to divide BC in the ratio of the other two sides, AB and AC. The point D, AD is the internal angle bisector. Okay. If AD is the internal angle bisector, the point D is going to divide BC in the ratio of the other two sides, AB and AC. So find out the length of AB and AC. Find out length of AB by using distance formula. AB is how much? AB is root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square plus z2 minus z1 the whole square. I need to find the length of AB and AC. I repeat, the point D is going to divide BC in the ratio of the sides AB and AC. Okay. So AB is how much you find out? Root of x2 minus x1 the whole square. Root of minus 2 minus 1 minus 3. Minus 3 square is 9. Plus 8 minus 3. 5 square 25. 0 minus 2. Minus 2 square, that is 4. Correct? AB I am getting this. Minus 3 square 9, 8 minus 3, 5 square 25, 0 minus 2 minus 2. So this is how much? Root 38. AB is root 38. AC you find out. AC is how much? Root of 3 minus 1 the whole square, that is 2 square 4. Plus 6 minus 3, 3 square 9. 7 minus 2, 5 square 25. So this is also root 38. Correct? So AB and AC length are same, root 38. So point D is going to divide BC in the ratio 1:1. They are of equal length, correct? So 1:1. This is clearly the point D divides. In fact, D divides BC. I'll write the sentence if you want. AD is the internal angle bisector. AD is the internal bisector. Internal bisector of angle BAC. Internal bisector of angle BAC implies D is dividing BC. D divides BC in the ratio, D divides BC in the ratio of AB is to AC. AB is to AC. AB is root 38, AC is root 38, so ratio is 1:1. That is, in this case it is 1:1. So D happens to be the midpoint of BC. Apply midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Midpoint formula. Ratio is 1:1. So vertex D is how much? Vertex D is, applying midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 by 2, 3 plus minus 2, 1 by 2, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, 6 plus 8, 14 by 2, 7, z1 plus z2 by 2, 7 plus 0, 7 by 2. So I am finding AD now. Vector AD is equal to what? Vector AD is OD minus OA. Vector AD is defined as vector OD minus vector OA. Find out. What is vector OD? 3, 6, 7. Vector OD is here. Half 7, 7 by 2. This is half 7, 7 by 2. This is vector D. Vector D we got. Half, comma, 7, comma, 7 by 2. Vector OD I can write. OD, the position vector of the point D with respect to origin. Half I cap plus 7 j cap plus 7 by 2 k cap. I am writing in terms of the coordinate system. That becomes easy to save the time. Instead of wasting time to write I cap, j cap, k cap. Correct? Simply we can write like this. OA is this. 1, comma, 3, comma, 2. Subtract this. Half minus 1, that is minus half. 7 minus 3 is 4. 7 by 2 minus 2. 2 is 4 by 2. 7 by 2 minus 4 by 2. 3 by 2. Correct? OD minus OA. AD we got. Now I find out AC. Want to find the projection of vector AD on vector AC. Projection of vector AD on vector AC we want. Correct? AC find out. Vector AC is equal to. Vector AC is equal to what? OC minus OA. How much is that? OC minus OA, that is 3, 6, 7. 3, 6, 7 minus OA is 1, 3, 2. Find out. 3 minus 1, 2. 6 minus 3, 3. 7 minus 2, 4. Correct? 2, 3, 4. Now I can find the projection of AD on AC. Finally I can find the projection. Projection of vector AD on vector AC. Projection of vector AD on vector AC is equal to AD dot AC divided by magnitude of vector AC. Projection of A on B formula. Correct? Projection of A on B is A dot B by magnitude of vector B. Take the dot product of these two. Minus half into 2, that is minus 1. 4 into 3, that is 12. 4 into 3 by 2. 4 into 3 how much? 12 by 2. Correct? AD on AC. Minus half into 2. Correct? No? AD on AC. AC is OC minus OA. I am getting like this. 4 into 3 is 12. 12 by 2. Half minus 1 minus half. 7 minus 3 is 4. 7 by 2 minus 2. 3 by 2 I am getting. AD on AC. Minus half into 2 is minus 1. 4 into 3 is 12. 4 into 3 by 2. That is 12 by 2. I am getting 6. Divided by magnitude of AC is root of 4 plus 9 plus 38. That is 18 minus 1. 17. Half 7, 7 by 2. AD is AC. Point 1 by 2. 7. 8 plus 6. 14 by 2. 7, 7 by 2. Oh, 7 minus 2 is 5, sorry. Small mistake happened here. 7 minus 2 is 5 here. 7 minus 2 is 5. So take the dot product here. AD dot AC. Minus half into 2 is minus 1. 4 into 3 is 12. 3 by 2 into 5. 15 by 2. 15 by 2, correct? 15 by 2. Small mistake happened. 7 minus 2 is 5. So 3 into 5 by 2. That is 5 into 3 by 2 is 15 by 2. Correct? Divided by magnitude of AC. 2 square 4. 3 square 9. And 5 square is 25. 12 minus 1 11. 11 plus 15 by 2. That is 11 is 22 by 2. 22 by 2 plus 15 by 2. 37 by 2 will get. So I'll write the answer here. Z equal to 37 by 2 divided by root of 38. So answer is 37 divided by 2 root 38. Option A is answer. Very simple question. It's a commonly asked question in JEE main type of question. Okay. So finding the internal bisector, length of the internal bisector also they'll ask sometimes. They'll ask to find the length of AD also. Okay. Finding the point D first. Using the point D is going to divide BC in the ratio of the other two sides. So using the internal bisector theorem, I got the coordinates of the point D. Then find out vector AD, vector AC. Apply the projection of formula. Projection of vector AD on vector AC. AD dot AC by magnitude of AC. Okay. Then take the dot product. Small mistake happened here. 7 minus 2 is 5. I wrote 4 in the beginning. Sorry for that. These kind of mistakes do happen because there is no support for me. In the classroom, students will be there, all will be watching, correct? I am doing online class, no one is helping me. So sometimes the calculation mistakes can happen if I lose my concentration, correct? So that should not happen actually, but still it's an exception case sometimes. Question asked on 1st of February, second shift, JEE in 2024. Okay, move on to the next one. Question number 3. Given vector A equal to I cap plus j cap plus k cap. Vector B is given minus I cap minus 8j cap plus 2k cap. And vector C is like this. 4I cap plus C2j cap plus C3k cap. With 3 vectors such that B cross A equal to C cross A. So from this I am constructing the condition for parallel vectors. B cross A equal to C cross. This type of question is commonly asked many times in the JEE exams. Angle between vector C and vector 3i plus 4j plus k is theta. Greatest integer less than or equal to tan square theta to find out. So numerical type question asked on 1st of February, second shift, JEE in 2024. So to begin with, I'll take this B cross A equal to C cross A. B cross A equal to C cross A. Okay. Given B cross A is equal to C cross A. Given B cross A is equal to C cross A. Vector B cross vector A is equal to vector C cross vector A. So from this I can rewrite this as B minus A, B cross A minus C cross A equal to 0 vector. Correct? And I'm using the distributive property here. Using distributive property. B cross A minus C cross A is 0 vector could be written as B minus C cross A equal to 0 vector. From this I can write vector B minus vector C cross vector A is equal to 0. Cross product of the two vectors is 0 means the vectors are parallel. If they are non-zero vectors, if A cross B equal to 0 vector means the vectors A and B are parallel. So here B minus C cross A equal to 0 means vector B minus vector C and vector A are parallel. So parallel vectors means we can express one as lambda times other, scalar times other. Vector A already we know. So I'll write this as the vectors are parallel because the cross product of two vectors is 0 vector. I'll write one vector as lambda times other. B minus C is equal to lambda times A. From this B minus C is equal to lambda times vector A where lambda belongs to R. Lambda belongs to R. B minus A is equal to lambda I am getting. So lambda is some scalar. Vector A already we know. Vector B we know. Vector C is given like this. I don't know C2 and C3 here. So I need to find the values of C2 and C3 so that I can find out vector C. Once you know vector C, then you can find angle between vector C and a new vector 3i plus 4j plus k, that is theta. So that tan square theta I can find out and greatest integer value of tan square theta to find out. So my aim is to find the components of j cap and k cap of vector C. Okay, vector C I want. So I can substitute now. B minus C find out. B minus C minus I minus 4i, that is minus 5i. I'll write in terms of coordinates here. Okay, that becomes easy. minus 1 minus 4i minus 5i minus 8 minus c2, correct, minus 8 minus c2, 2 minus c3, 2 minus c3 is equal to lambda times vector A is here 1 comma 1 comma 1, correct. So equate the corresponding coefficients of I cap, j cap, k cap. We'll get the values of lambda as well as this. Lambda into 1 is lambda. This is lambda comma lambda comma lambda, correct. So if we equate the corresponding coordinates here, minus 5 equal to lambda, I'm getting lambda equal to minus 5. Lambda value is minus 5 from this. Here minus 8 minus c2 equal to lambda. Lambda already we got minus 5, that you can substitute. So minus 8 minus c2 is equal to lambda. Lambda is minus 5, correct. So c2 will be how much? Minus 8 plus 5. Minus 8 plus 5 is minus 3. c2 is minus 3 from this. Minus of minus 3 plus 3. Minus 8 plus 3 is minus 5. c2 is minus 3. 2 minus c3 is lambda. Lambda already we got minus 5. So c3 is how much? c3 is 2 plus 5, 7. So I got c2 and c3, correct. So I can write my vector c now. Therefore vector c becomes, vector c is equal to how much? 4i cap minus 3j cap, c2 is minus 3, c3 is 7, so 7k cap, correct. So we got vector c. Now I can find theta is angle between the vector c and that vector 3i minus 4j plus k. To find theta, I'll find cos theta. Cos theta we know formula a dot b by magnitude of a into magnitude of b. Using that, I'll call this vector as vector d here. 3i cap plus 4j cap plus k cap, I'll call it as vector d here. So vector d, let vector d be equal to this. Vector d is equal to 3i cap plus 4j cap plus k cap. So cos theta is equal to, from this, cos theta is equal to what formula? Vector c dot vector d divided by magnitude of vector c into magnitude of vector d. Cos theta, theta is the angle between these two vectors. Using the definition of dot product, or from there they get cos theta equal to c dot b by magnitude of c into magnitude of d. C dot d, how much? 4 into 3 is 12. Minus 3 into 4, minus 12, plus 7 into 1, 7, divided by minus 12 cancel. Find the magnitude of the first vector. What is magnitude of vector c here? Magnitude of vector c will be root of 4 square 16 plus minus 3 square is 9 plus 7 square is 49. 49 plus 25, that is 74. Root 74 will get. Magnitude of vector d is how much? Magnitude of vector d is equal to root of 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 1 square is 1. This is root 26. So cos theta I am getting 7 by root 74 into root 26. I can write this as, this is root 2 into root 37. This is root 2 into root 13. Correct? This is 7 by root 2 into root 37. This is root 2 into root 13. So this becomes equal to 7 by root 2 into root 2 is 2. 37 into 13 is how much? 37 into 10 is 370. 37 into 3 is 111. So 370 plus 111, 481, correct no? 37 into 13, you can multiply and see if you want. 37 into 13. 37 3s are 21, 2 will carry 9 plus 1, 11. 37 into 1 is 37, 1, 8, 4. So I get 2 into root of 481. This is root of 481. Cos theta I am getting this. I want to find tan square theta. If cos theta, you know, I can write secant theta. Reciprocal of cos is sec. So tan square theta is secant square theta minus 1. I'm using that. Finally, I want to find tan square theta. Tan square theta is equal to secant square theta minus 1. Secant square theta how much? Take the reciprocal of this and square. 4 into 481 divided by 49. Correct? Reciprocal of this and square. 4 into 481 divided by 49 minus 1. Simplify this. How much do you get? 4 into 481 is how much? 481 into 4. 481 into 4 is 4 into 1 4. 8 4s are 32. 3 carry. 4 into 4 16 plus 3 19. 1924. 1924 divided by 49. So 1924 divided by 49 is how much? We're dividing this by 49. 49 into 4 is 196. 49 into 3 is 147. 147 means 45 is left. 45 is left. 45 is remainder. So 454. 454 means 49 into 10 is 490. Correct? 49 into 9 will be 441. So this is 39 point something you get. 39 point something. 454 divided by 49 is 9 point something. 39 point something. This is 39 point something. 39 point something. Okay. Minus 1. That will be 38 point something. 38 point something. Okay. So tan square theta is 38 point something. So they asked to find greatest integer less than or equal to tan square theta. So greatest integer value of 38 point something is 38. Correct? Therefore required answer is 38. Taking the greatest integer value of 38 point something. This is 38. Here I am getting 39 point something minus 1, 38 point something. Greatest integer value of 38 point something is 38. Question asked on 1st of February, second shift, JEE Main 2024. Please make a note. This type of question is commonly asked in JEE exams. Many times it's repeated on application of the parallel vectors using the distributive property of the vector product and writing in terms of one as a scalar times other, because cross product equal to 0 vector means the vectors are parallel. Using the concept of parallel vectors, you can write this and find out the unknowns C2 and C3. Then you can write vector C. Vector D is given to us. I named this as vector D for convenience. Then find angle between C and D using cos theta formula. Then find out tan square theta, secant square theta minus 1. Because we know 1 plus tan square is secant square. So tan square is secant square minus 1. Sec is reciprocal of cos. Take the reciprocal of this and square and substitute there. 39 point something minus 1. 38 point something. Greatest integer value is 38. So move on to the next one. Question number 4. Vector A is given, vector B is given, vector C is a vector such that A cross C equal to B, A dot C equal to 3. Want to find this. A dot C cross B minus C. I can open this bracket. A dot C cross B I can write minus A dot B minus A dot C. A dot B I can find out using this. Vector A is given, vector B is given. A dot B I can find out. Vector C is given, A dot C is given. So A dot C is already given to us, 3. Find out A dot B, and I need to find A dot C cross B. A dot C cross B. So I'll be using some property of the scalar triple product, even though it's deleted from JEE Main syllabus, but still we have to learn some basic properties of scalar triple product. Scalar triple product, no, we have one basic property that the dot and cross are interchangeable. Dot and cross both are there. No? That's called a scalar triple product for 3 vectors. A dot B cross C is called a scalar triple product. Here dot and cross are interchangeable. I'll be using that concept. So A dot C cross B I have to find out. No, A dot B we can find out using this. A and B are given. A dot C is already given 3. So my aim is to find only A dot C cross B. Then it will be done. So A dot C cross B, to find out A dot C cross B. A dot C cross B is same as A cross C dot B. A cross C dot B. Because in scalar triple product, the dot and cross are interchangeable. Dot and cross are interchangeable. So A cross C is given as vector B. correct? According to the question, A cross C is vector B from this, correct? So this becomes B dot B. A cross C is given as vector B from this. So I'm using here, correct? B dot B is what? Magnitude of B square. B dot B is magnitude of B square. Vector B is given here. You can find out the magnitude of this. Magnitude of 3 is 3 only, correct? Magnitude of vector B you find out. Magnitude of this vector is root 3, correct? If you want to find out here, magnitude of vector B is how much? Magnitude of 3 is 3 only. Magnitude of that vector is root of sum of the squares, 1 square plus minus 1 square plus 1 square, which is 3 root 3. Magnitude of vector B is 3 root 3. So this is 3 root 3 the whole square, which is 3 square 9, root 3 square 3, 9 into 3 is 27. So I got this part, A dot C cross B I got, using the concept that dot and cross are interchangeable. A dot C cross B same as A cross C dot B. The first part is done. A dot B will find out. A dot B we can find out. Now find A dot B. A dot B. Vector A dot vector B is equal to. Multiply coefficients of I cap. 1 into 3, 3. 2 into minus 3, minus 6. 1 into 3, that is 3. 3 plus 3, 6 minus 6, 0. A dot B is 0. And A dot C is already given, 3, correct? It's given to us. A dot C is equal to 3. Now I can find out this. Therefore, required is vector A dot C cross B, vector A dot C cross B minus A dot B minus A dot C. Just open the bracket. A dot C cross B minus A dot B minus A dot C. A dot C cross B we got. A dot C cross B is we got 27. Using this 27. A dot B we got here 0. A dot B is 0. A dot C is given as 3. Correct? So 27 minus 3, which is 24. Simple question. Answer is option B. Question answer on 27th of January, first shift, JEE Main 2024. Move on to the next one. Question number 5. Least positive integral value of alpha for which the angle between the vectors given to be acute. So, angle between two vectors is acute means theta lies between 0 and 90 degree. Correct? So, theta is the angle you call. Okay, let theta be the angle. Theta is acute. Theta is acute. Means theta lies between 0 and 90. Correct? Theta lies between 0 and 90 degree. Between 0 and 90 degree means theta lies in first quadrant. First quadrant, every trigonometry function is positive. I'll use cos theta. Cos theta is positive. Cos theta is positive. Correct? Cos theta is what? Formula A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B for two vectors. Cos theta we know, formula A dot B divided by magnitude of A, magnitude of B. Correct? Cos theta is greater than 0 means A dot B should be greater than 0 because denominator is mod A mod B, that is always positive only unless the vector is 0 vector. If for a non-zero vector we know magnitude of vector A and magnitude of vector B are always positive for a non-zero vector. So now A dot B should be positive, correct? Cos theta is positive means using this I can tell A dot B is positive. So A dot B is positive. Just remember this condition. I have deduced the condition here. For exams directly you can start. Whenever they tell angle between the two vectors is acute means you use the condition A dot B is greater than 0. If they tell the condition that angle between two vectors is obtuse, then A dot B is less than 0. Okay, use this kind of techniques. If the two vectors are perpendicular, then A dot B equal to 0. Vectors are perpendicular means A dot B equal to 0. If the vectors are parallel means A cross B equal to 0 vector. If the angle between two vectors A and B is acute angle means cos theta is positive. So A dot B is greater than 0. If the angle between two vectors is obtuse means we can use A dot B less than 0. Okay. So now vector A and vector B are given. Take this as vector A and vector B. Okay. Vector A is this. Vector B is, if you want to write here. Vector A is equal to, I'll write in terms of coordinates, alpha minus 2, 2. And vector B is equal to alpha 2 alpha minus 2. Vector A and vector B. A dot B find out. Alpha into alpha, alpha square. Correct. Minus 2 into 2 alpha, minus 4 alpha. 2 into minus 2, minus 4, greater than 0. We can use Wavicom method to find the solution for this. And they are asking to find the least positive integral value of alpha for which this is satisfied. Okay. So I can find the roots of this actually. Using formula method, I can find the roots of this. Equal to 0 you do. Actually it's greater than 0. I'll do equal to 0 and find the roots of that. Okay. So alpha is equal to how much? If you do equal to 0, I get minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac, correct, divided by 2a, divided by 2 into a is 1. So this will be how much? 4 plus or minus 4 into 4, 16, 16 plus 16, 32, root 32, which is root of 16 into 2, 4 root 2, correct. This is 4 plus or minus 4 root 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 2 plus or minus 2 root 2 I am getting. Correct. Using Wavicom method, I can write this in terms of the product of two linear factors and solve. Alpha minus 1 root is, smaller root is 2 minus 2 root 2. Greater root is 2 plus 2 root 2. So I'll decompose this into two linear factors. Every quadratic can be expressed as product of two linear factors. So I'm using that. Alpha minus 2 minus 2 root 2. Okay. Into alpha minus of 2 plus 2 root 2. This product is greater than 0. Alpha minus of 2 minus 2 root 2 into alpha minus of 2 plus 2 root 2 greater than 0. I'll be using this. Okay. So if you multiply these two, I'll get this because I got the roots as 2 minus 2 root 2 and 2 plus 2 root 2. Correct. B square. B is minus 4 for 16, minus 4ac, A is 1, C is minus 4, 4 into 4, 16, minus into minus plus, 16 plus 16, 32, root 32 is root of 16 into 4 root 2, 2 1s are 2 2, 2 plus or minus 2 root 2. So by using Wavicom method, I can tell where alpha lies in which interval. So the critical points are 2 minus 2 root 2 and 2 plus 2 root 2. If you mark them on the number line, 2 minus 2 root 2 is negative because 2 root 2 is bigger than 2. And this is 2 plus 2 root 2. Correct? You know how to write the solution for this. We want this product to be greater than 0. Extreme right you start. There it is positive. Correct? Extreme right it is positive because coefficient of alpha square is 1. So right side you start positive. 2 plus 2 root 2 is derived from where? 2 plus 2 root 2 is got from this. Its power is 1. 1 odd number. So sign changes, becomes minus. 2 minus 2 root 2 is derived from where? 2 minus 2 root 2 is derived from this. What is the power? Power is 1. So power is 1 is odd number. Odd number means again sign changes. Minus will become plus. So where it is positive? This product is positive in the interval minus infinity to 2 minus 2 root 2 union 2 plus 2 root 2 to infinity. So alpha belongs to the interval. Alpha belongs to the interval minus infinity comma 2 minus 2 root 2 union 2 plus 2 root 2 comma infinity. Here every value of alpha is negative only because 2 minus 2 root 2 itself is negative. 2 root 2 is 2.8 roughly. 2 minus 2.8 is negative. So every value of alpha in this interval is negative. Here the positive values will occur. We want to find least positive integral value of alpha. Correct? 2 plus 2 root 2 is approximately equal to how much? Root 2 is 1.414, roughly 1.4. 1.4 into 2, 2.8. 2.8 plus 2, 4.8. This is roughly 4.8. Roughly 4.8. 4.8, rough value. Okay? This is some rough value. So alpha belongs to the open interval 4.8 to infinity for positive values. So least positive integral value of alpha. Integral values of alpha in this interval are 5, 6, 7, etc. Least positive integral value of alpha is going to be 5. Hope it's clear. Just use a condition. If two vectors are such that their angle between them is acute angle, then use A dot B greater than 0. Directly start. Don't do all these things. I am explaining to make you understand. But you can start directly. A dot B greater than 0. A dot B now to find out. Quickly find out. No time you should do all these things. Solve this quadratic by finding the roots of this. Then express this quadratic as the product of two linear factors, and then use the way we come method, or directly you can write all these things. I am explaining more and more to make you understand. Directly we can write x minus a into x minus b positive, means x belongs to the interval minus infinity to a union b to infinity directly. So, and here every value of alpha is negative. Here the positive value of alpha occurs, and you want to find the least positive integral value of alpha. So, integral value of alpha, smallest is 5 here. Many values of alpha are there, integral values 5, 6, 7, all integral values of alpha which is positive. Least positive integral value of alpha is 5. Correct? 2 root 2 is 2 into 1.4, 2.8. 2.8 plus 2 is 4.8, rough value out. So, this first integral value of alpha in this is this 5. That's the least positive integral value of alpha, which is equal to 5. Question asked on 27th of January, first shift, JEE Main 2024. Hope it's clear. Move on to the next one. Question number 6. Vector A, B, C be three non-zero vectors such that B and C are non-collinear. B and C are non-collinear. And A plus 5B is collinear with vector C. And B plus 6C is collinear with A. And the given A plus alpha, B plus beta, C equal to 0. Find alpha plus beta. Okay. So, B and C are non-collinear. But A plus 5B is collinear with C. So, for collinear vectors, you must know if A and B are two collinear vectors, then you can write A as lambda times another vector, A equal to lambda B. First, you must know that if vector A and vector B are collinear, vector A and vector B are collinear, implies vector A and vector B are collinear, implies we can write A is equal to lambda times vector B, or B equal to lambda times vector A, where lambda belongs to R. Lambda is some real number. Okay, you must know this. If two vectors are collinear, we can write one as a scalar times other. If lambda is positive, A and B have same direction. If lambda is negative, A and B have opposite direction. For collinear vectors, either theta equal to 0 degree or theta is equal to 180 degree. All those things you must know. But in this problem, all those things not required. I'm just telling you what is about the collinear vectors. Now it's given that A plus 5B is collinear with A, collinear with C. Get correct? Given A plus 5B, given A plus 5B is collinear with vector C. So I can write is lambda times vector C is collinear with vector C implies is collinear with vector C implies I can write A plus 5B is equal to lambda times vector C, equation 1. Also they told B plus 6C is collinear with vector A. Also B plus 6C is collinear with vector A, is collinear with vector A. That means what? B plus 6C is equal to mu times vector A, equation 2. Mu and lambda are some real numbers. Okay. So using the given two conditions, I got like this. So now I have to compare. I have to get some relation between A, B, C and compare with A plus alpha, B plus beta, C, so that I can find alpha plus beta. That's the question asked like this. So what I'll do is from equation 1, I'll write vector B is how much? Vector B I'll find out, or vector A find out from this, and you can substitute here. From equation 1, I'll find vector B. Equation 1 implies what is vector B is equal to lambda C minus A divided by 5. From equation 1, what I am getting? Vector B as lambda into vector C minus vector A divided by 5. Lambda C minus A by 5. That I am going to substitute in equation 2. This equation 2 is there, no? 2 implies, equation 2 implies vector B will substitute. Lambda into vector C minus vector A divided by 5 plus 6 into vector C is equal to mu into vector A. Multiply the entire equation by 5 now. multiply throughout by 5, what I am going to get? Lambda c minus a plus 30 times vector c is equal to 5 times mu vector a. From this, we can write this as what? We can write this as lambda c plus 30c. Lambda plus 30 into vector c. Lambda plus 30 into vector c. Then minus vector a if we take common. Minus 5 mu vector a. So minus vector a is common. 1 plus 5 mu equal to 0. Correct? Equal to 0 vector. Writing all the terms to one side. Taking vector c common here. And here minus vector a is common. This is taken to left hand side. So minus vector is common. 1 plus 5 mu. 0 vector. That means 0 into vector c plus 0 into vector a. So coefficients of lambda plus 30 and 1 plus coefficient of vector c is lambda plus 30. That should be 0. And coefficient of vector a should be 0. Correct? Vector c. Otherwise I can use b in terms of b and c also. I can get in terms of b and c. Okay. So that b and c are non-collinear. The given b and c are non-collinear. If two vectors are non-collinear, means if one is scalar times other, means only the coefficient should be 0. Okay. I can get in terms of b and c otherwise. Now I can assume that even a and c are non-collinear. Because b and c are non-collinear. I can establish in terms of a and c also. If you want to establish in terms of b and c, I should eliminate a in that case. I should eliminate a. Here I can write lambda plus 30 equal to 0. Lambda plus 30 0 means lambda should be equal to minus 30. If you substitute lambda equal to minus 30 here, correct, equation 1 becomes lambda plus 30 should be 0. So lambda is minus 30. Even this should be 0. I'll get mu equal to minus 1 by 5. Okay, if you substitute in this, equation 1 becomes a plus 5b, a plus 5b, lambda we got minus 30, so is equal to minus 30 times vector c, or a plus 5b plus 30c equal to 0. A plus 5b plus 30c is equal to 0 vector. Now you can compare with this form, a plus alpha b plus beta c. Comparing with a plus alpha b, alpha into vector b plus beta into vector c is equal to 0 vector. Alpha is 5 and beta is 30. So that alpha plus beta is 35. Correct? So alpha is 5 and beta is 30. So that alpha plus beta is 35. Hope it's clear. What we can do another way is, this is correct method only I have done, but I assume that A and C are non-collinear. If A and C are non-collinear, if A equal to lambda times C or A minus lambda C equal to 0, only possibility that the coefficients of A and C should be 0. Because for every non-collinear vectors, we have the condition. If A and B are non-collinear, if it is A equal to lambda B, the only possibility that coefficient of A should be 0, coefficient of B should be 0. But in this question, given B and C are non-collinear. So I can get the relationship in terms of B and C. I got the relation in terms of A and C, vector A and vector C. I can get the condition in terms of B and C also. In that case, I should eliminate A here. A is how much? Lambda C minus 5B. That also I can do. This method is correct only, not wrong. But I can show you to be precise. I'll use one more page here. A plus 5b equal to lambda c we have a plus 5b. A plus 5b is equal to lambda into vector c we have. This was equation 1. Correct? This was equation 1. And we had b plus 6c equal to mu a. B plus 6c. B plus 6 into vector c is equal to mu into vector a. This is equation 2. If you want to get the relation between B and C, what I am going to do is eliminate A from this. A is how much? A is from this A is equal to B plus 6C divided by mu. So my equation 1 becomes B plus 6C divided by mu plus 5 into vector B is equal to lambda into vector C. You can multiply the entire equation by mu. B plus 6C plus 5 mu B minus lambda mu C is equal to 0 vector. Correct? From this you can take vector B common, 1 plus 5 mu, vector C common, 6 minus lambda mu is equal to 0. 1 plus 5 mu 0, that means mu is minus 1 by 5. 6 is equal to lambda mu, correct? 6 is equal to lambda into mu. So I can find even lambda value also. Lambda is 6 by mu. 6 by mu. 6 divided by minus 1 by 5, which is equal to minus 30. Lambda is minus 30. That you can substitute in this equation. I got the relation between vector B and vector C because they told vector B and vector C are non-collinear. Vector B and vector C are non-collinear. If vector B and vector C are non-collinear, if you get in this form, relation between vector B and vector C, if B and C are non-collinear, I am writing the condition. Vector B and vector C are non-collinear. Suppose vector B and vector C are non-collinear and given vector lambda into vector B plus mu into vector C is equal to 0 vector. Suppose you get the condition like this. If B and C are non-collinear vectors and you got the relationship between vector B and vector C like this, the only possibility is that the coefficient of vector B, lambda should be 0, mu should be 0. Lambda should be 0 and mu should be equal to 0. That's the only possibility. Coefficient of vector B and coefficient of vector C both should be 0. So that is what we have here. Okay. Coefficient of vector B is 1 plus mu 5 mu. That should be 0. Coefficient of vector C is 6 minus lambda mu. That should be 0. So using that I got value of lambda. That lambda value can substitute here. The lambda value if we substitute here I get A plus 5B is equal to minus 30C, which is same as I got. So here if B and C are collinear, I can tell even A and C, if B and C are non-collinear, I can tell A and C also non-collinear. Okay, that can be deduced equal to 0. Like this. A plus 5B plus 30C equal to 0 vector. Okay, A plus 5B plus 30C, that is what we got. Same expression I got, same equation I got given here. Correct? A plus 5B plus 30C equal to 0. Only thing is that you got the relation between B and C because they told in the question that B and C are non-collinear. If B and C are non-collinear, one can deduce that even A and C are non-collinear. So using that concept I got. Okay. So using A and C are non-collinear. If I got expression in terms of A and C, relation between A and C is got like this. If A and C are non-collinear, coefficient of vector C should be 0. Coefficient of vector A should be 0. Lambda plus 30 should be 0. So lambda equal to minus 30. Even 1 plus 5 should be 0. So mu is minus 1 by 5. I use the value of lambda. Of course, mu is minus 1 by 5 here. Mu is minus 1 by 5. Coefficient of vector A and coefficient of vector C both should be 0. So using lambda equal to minus 30, I can substitute here. So I get A plus 5B equal to minus 30C. Rearrange the terms. A plus 5B plus 30C equal to 0 and compare. A plus alpha B plus A plus alpha B plus beta C. So alpha is 5 and beta is 30. So alpha plus beta is equal to 35. Question asked on 29th of January, first shift, JEE in 2024. Please make a note. It's an important concept. It's on basics of vectors, of collinearity of vectors, collinearity and non-collinearity of the vectors, that concept. Okay. Move on to the next one. Question number 7. Vector OA is given, vector OB and vector OC are given. O is the origin. S is the parallelogram with adjacent sides OA and OC. Okay. Then area of the quadrilateral OABC by area of S you have to find out. Okay. So options given. Question asked on 29th of January, second shift, JEE Main 2024. So OA and OC happens to be the adjacent sides of a parallelogram. You know how to find area of the parallelogram. If adjacent sides are given, if vector A and vector B are the two adjacent sides, area of the parallelogram is magnitude of A cross B. So that concept. So I'll represent OA and OC as the adjacent sides. OA, okay, this is OC. OA and OC are the adjacent sides. OA is given as vector A, OC is given as vector B. OC is given as vector B then. OC is given as vector B. Okay. OA is given as vector A. So they're completing a parallelogram with OA and OC. They construct a parallelogram. Okay, where adjacent sides are OA and OC, and they're completing even the quadrilateral OABC. OABC. B is somewhere here represent. B is here. Okay, they're constructing a quadrilateral in this. This is OABC and given OB. OB is given to us. OB is given. Vector OB is 12A plus 4B. Vector OB is given. Vector OB is given as how much? 12A plus 4B. Vector OB is given. Vector OA is given. Vector OB is given. Correct? So a parallelogram is like this. Parallelogram is formed with adjacent sides OA and OB. This is a parallelogram. Okay, this is your parallelogram. A parallelogram is formed. Some parallelogram. Okay. So OA and OC are the adjacent sides of the parallelogram. So to find area of the parallelogram, I am using the formula magnitude of OA cross OC. Area of the parallelogram. S is the parallelogram, correct? So area of S is for parallelogram S, they given the adjacent sides as OA and OB. So area of the parallelogram is magnitude of OA cross OC, which is A cross B. Correct? A cross B, which is actually OA cross OC, because OA and OC are the adjacent sides of the parallelogram. If you want, I can write one more step. Area of the parallelogram is magnitude of OA cross OC, because OA and OC are the adjacent sides. OA is given to be vector A. OC is given to be vector B. Now, to find area of the quadrilateral OABC, area of the quadrilateral OABC, area of the quadrilateral is sum of the areas of the two triangles formed here. One is area of triangle OAB plus area of triangle OBC. I can use that. Okay. Area of the quadrilateral is therefore area of quadrilateral OABC. Area of the quadrilateral OABC is equal to area of the triangle OAB, area of the triangle OAB plus area of the triangle OBC, area of the triangle OBC. Area of triangle OAB is how much? To find area of the triangle, we know the formula. Area of triangle ABC is half into magnitude of the cross product of any two sides, AB, BC, or AB, AC, or BC, AC. Any two sides I can take the cross product magnitude and multiply by half. So area of triangle OAB is half into magnitude of, I'll use OA cross OB, because you know OA and OB, correct? OAB is a triangle here. I can take the cross product of OA and OB because I know OA and OB, correct? So half into magnitude of OA cross OB. This is area of the triangle OAB. Area of triangle OBC is half into magnitude of cross product of any two sides as vectors. I'll take OB and OC. For triangle OBC, I'll use OB cross OC. This is area of triangle OBC, which is half into magnitude of OB cross OC or OC cross OB, one and the same. Magnitude is there, otherwise not same. Magnitude is same, we can take cross product A cross B is same as B cross A if there is magnitude. Magnitude of A cross B is same as magnitude of B cross A. OA is what? OA is vector A. OA is vector A. Cross with OB is 12A plus 4B. 12A plus 4B plus half into vector OB. Vector OB is again 12A plus 4B. 12A plus 4B cross vector OC. Vector OC is vector B. Simplify this. A cross A is 0 vector, correct? Cross product of same two vectors is 0. A cross A is 0. This part I won't write. 4 times A cross B I get here. This is equal to half into, I get A cross 4B, magnitude of A cross 4B. 4 can be kept outside, plus half into here. B cross B is 0 vector, 12 A cross will get. 12 times A cross B. 4 comes outside, correct? A cross 4B is same as 4 times A cross B. 4 comes outside, 4 into half is 2. 2 times magnitude of A cross B. Plus 12 comes outside, half into 12 is 6. 6 times magnitude of A cross B. So adding this we get 8 times magnitude of A cross B. So we got area of the quadrilateral as well as area of the parallelogram. Want to find the ratio of this, correct? Area of the quadrilateral OABC, we got it as 8 times magnitude of A cross B. We got this area of the quadrilateral. And area of the parallelogram is there, magnitude of A cross B. So 8 times magnitude of A cross B, I'll write here itself. 8 times magnitude of A cross B, that is area of the quadrilateral, divided by area of S is magnitude of A cross B. If you take the ratio, one by the other cancels, what we get is 8. Answer is option D. 8 is answer. Nice question asked on area of the parallelogram and area of the quadrilateral. Area of the quadrilateral is got by adding the two areas of the triangles. Area of triangle OAB and area of triangle OBC. Sum of those two will give area of the quadrilateral, and I use area of triangle concept. Area of triangle is half into magnitude of AB cross AC or AB cross BC or BC cross AC, any two sides as vector for triangle ABC I told. And for this we find out OAB and OBC. OAB is here and OBC is here. Okay. Question asked on 29th of January, second shift, JEE Main 2024. Please make a note. Move on to the next one. Question number 8. Let a unit vector U cap is given like this. Xi cap plus Yj cap plus Zk cap makes angles pi by 2, pi by 3 and 2 pi by 3 with the vectors. Given vectors like this respectively. If vector V is given like this, find magnitude of U cap minus V square. So I'll construct the three equations here. This unit vector is making an angle of pi by 2 with this. Correct? So angle between, I'll call this as vector A, vector B and vector C for convenience. Let vector A equal to, let vector A be equal to 1 by root 2 I cap plus 1 by root 2 k cap. That means J coefficient is missing there. So I'll write this as 1 by root 2, comma 0, comma 1 by root 2. My vector A. Vector B is equal to, I'll call this as vector B. Here I cap is missing. So 0, comma 1 by root 2, comma 1 by root 2. Vector C is 1 by root 2 I cap plus 1 by root 2 j cap and k cap is missing, so 0, and u cap is given. So angle between u cap is unit vector xi cap plus yj cap plus z cap. Angle between u and vector A named this is vector B and vector C for convenience. Angle between u cap and vector A is pi by 2. Okay, so vector u cap and vector a are perpendicular to each other. Angle between u cap and vector a is pi by 2. Angle I wrote. Angle between these two vectors is pi by 2. That means the two vectors are perpendicular. Perpendicular means we know that dot product equal to 0. So using that, I get the equation. U cap is here, vector A is here. Take the dot product, x into 1 by root 2. X by root 2, x by root 2, 0 into y, 0, plus z into 1 by root 2, z by root 2 is equal to 0. Correct? Multiply entire equation by root 2, we get x plus z is equal to 0. X plus z equal to 0, equation 1. Angle between u cap and vector b is given to be equal to how much? Pi by 3. Angle between u cap and vector b is given to be equal to pi by 3. So I can use cos theta formula. Cos theta is what? A dot b by mod a mod b. The vector u is unit vector, its magnitude is 1. Even vector b is a unit vector. If you find out all these magnitudes, no, it's 1 only. All a, b, c are unit vectors only. If you find magnitude of this root of 1 by root 2 square plus 1 by root 2 square, it comes to 1 only. So all are unit vectors only. A, b, c are unit vectors. So if you use the formula here, cos theta is equal to a dot b by mod a mod b. I'm using this formula. Cos theta is equal to vector a dot vector b divided by magnitude of a into magnitude of b. Okay, magnitude of A is 1, magnitude of B also 1. Both are unit vectors. Both A and B are unit vectors. Magnitude of this is 1. Magnitude of this also 1. So cos theta is A dot B. Theta is how much? Pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 is half. Correct? Half is equal to how much? A dot B. A is my vector is this u cap. U cap and B I'm finding. So x into 0. 0. 1 by root 2 into y. That is y by root 2. Y by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 into z, that is z by root 2. Magnitude of these two are 1. Both are unit vectors. So I get the second equation like this. If you want, you can multiply the entire equation by root 2. If you multiply entire equation by root 2, root 2 by 2 is 1 by root 2. So I'll get y plus z as 1 by root 2. Y plus z as 1 by root 2. Next, angle between u cap and vector c. Angle between u cap and vector c is given to be equal to 2 pi by 3. Angle between vector u and vector c. U cap and vector c. Vector c is here. Is given to be equal to 2 pi by 3. So cos 2 pi by 3. Cos 2 pi by 3 is minus half. Cos 2 pi by 3 is minus half. Correct? So 1 by root 2 into x. That is x by root 2. Plus 1 by root 2 into y, that is y by root 2 plus 0. Correct? This implies multiply the entire equation by root 2. Root 2 by 2 is 1 by root 2. So I get x plus y equal to minus 1 by root 2. I can solve these three equations and get the values of x, y, z easily. Correct? So it's a unit vector, they told. Magnitude should be 1. So x plus z is 0, x and z are of opposite sign, correct? If you take y equal to 0 and x is minus 1 by root 2 and z as 1 by root 2, all the three equations are satisfied. These three equations, this is called equation 1, this is equation 2, this is equation 3. From 1, 2 and 3 I can write from equations 1, 2 and 3, what we get? I'll take y is equal to 0, so that x becomes minus 1 by root 2 and z becomes 1 by root 2. So x is minus 1 by root 2, y is 0 and z is 1 by root 2. All the three equations are satisfied. See, x plus z is 0, y plus z is 1 by root 2, x plus y, adding these two, minus 1 by root 2. All the three equations are satisfied. Even it is a unit vector, correct? If you substitute here x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap, y is 0. If you find magnitude of this vector, it is unit vector, satisfies all the conditions. So I got my vector u cap I got. Therefore my vector u cap is equal to x I cap plus y j cap plus zk cap, which is equal to how much? Minus 1 by root 2 I cap plus 0 j cap plus 1 by root 2 k cap. I got my vector u cap. Now I can find out magnitude of u cap minus v the whole square. Find out u cap minus v first, then find out its magnitude. U cap minus vector v is how much? Subtract. Minus 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2 minus 2 by root 2. Correct? Minus 2 by root 2 is minus root 2. Minus root 2 I cap. Subtracting this and this. 0 minus 1 by root 2. It is minus 1 by root 2 j cap. 1 by root 2 k cap minus 1 by root 2 k cap is 0 k cap. So u minus v I got like this. Find out its magnitude from this. From this, magnitude of u cap minus v is how much? Magnitude is root of sum of the squares. Minus root 2 square is 2 plus minus 1 by root 2 square is half plus 0 square is 0. 2 plus half is 2 and half, 5 by 2. So I am getting a root of 5 by 2. You want to find, therefore, magnitude of u minus v square. U cap minus v the whole square. Root of 5 by 2 square is 5 by 2. Option B is answer. Question answered on 29th of January, second shift, JEE in 2024. Question on dot product. Concept of dot product is used. Cos theta A dot B by magnitude of A, magnitude of B. Magnitude of A and B both are 1. So denominator is 1. Cos pi by 3 used. Cos pi by 3 half. Next time is cos 2 pi by 3. Cos 120 degree, which is minus half. And take the dot product of those vectors, whichever they told, angle between. Okay. So nice question asked on 29th of January, second shift. Move on to the next one. Question number 9 we have. Vector A and vector B are given like this, such that magnitude of vector A is 1, magnitude of B is 4, A dot B is 2. Okay. And vector C is given like this, 2 times A cross B minus 3B. Want to find angle between B and C. If you want to find angle between vector B and vector C, suppose theta is the angle between vector B and vector C, then you have to find cos theta. Correct? Suppose theta is the angle between vector B and vector C. Suppose theta is angle between vector B and vector C. Then you can write cos theta is equal to what? Cos theta is equal to B dot C divided by magnitude of vector B into magnitude of vector C. Correct? B dot C is not given. I have to find out. But magnitude of vector B is given 4. Magnitude of vector C also not given. So I know only magnitude of vector B from this as 4. So I need to find B dot C. Also I need to find magnitude of vector C. Two things I have to find out. To find B dot C, what I'll do is I'll consider this equation and take the dot product here. Consider vector C now. Given vector C is equal to 2 times A cross B, 2 times A cross B minus 3 times vector B. Correct? Vector C is given. Want to find B dot C. To find B dot C, take dot product with vector B on both sides. B dot C will get. B dot C. Taking dot product with vector B on both sides. 2 times B dot A cross B minus 3 times B dot B is equal to. We know that A cross B is always perpendicular to vector B as well as perpendicular to vector A. So B dot A cross B is 0. Otherwise, in other words, I can tell this is a scalar triple product where there is dot and cross. If dot and cross both are there, it's called as scalar triple product. Scalar triple product value is going to be 0 out of 3 if 2 are same. That concept also can use. out of 3 vectors, 2 vectors are same, then the scalar triple product value is going to be 0. That also I can tell concept. If you don't know the concept of scalar triple product, you must know that A cross B is perpendicular to vector B. 2 vectors are perpendicular means their dot product is 0. A cross B is perpendicular to vector B. So perpendicular means dot product is 0. This part is 0. Understood? Now this is what is left is minus 3 B dot B. B dot B is magnitude of B square. So this becomes minus 3 times magnitude of B square is equal to minus 3 times magnitude of vector B is given 4. I am using this 4 square. 4 square. 3 into 4 square. 4 square is 16. 16 into 3 is 48. Minus 48. B dot C I got. B dot C I got. Now my aim is to find magnitude of vector C. To find magnitude of vector C, consider this. Consider this again and take magnitude on both sides and do squaring on both sides. Again, vector C is equal to, again, vector C is equal to what? 2 times A cross B minus 3B. From this, magnitude of vector C square is equal to 2 times A cross B minus 3B the whole square. Take magnitude and square. Expand this and simplify. 2 square is 4. 4 times magnitude of A cross B square plus 9 times magnitude of B square minus 2 times dot product of these two. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 3 is 12. 12 times B dot A cross B. B dot A cross B is going to be 0. As you know, B is perpendicular to A cross B. This is going to be equal to 0. Magnitude of A cross B we can find out using Lagrange's identity. You know Lagrange's identity. It connects vector A, magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B, A dot B and magnitude of A cross B. Relationship between these 4 is called as Lagrange's identity. By using Lagrange's identity, I can find out magnitude of A cross B. Lagrange's identity, using Lagrange's identity, using Lagrange's identity, what we have? Magnitude of A cross B square plus A dot B square, A dot B square is equal to magnitude of A square, magnitude of B square. Lagrange's identity is equal to magnitude of A square into magnitude of B square. Okay, using Lagrange's identity. Magnitude of A cross B square I have to find out. A dot B is given as 2. Correct? This is 2 square. Magnitude of vector A is 1. 1 square. Magnitude of vector B is given 4. 4 square. 4 square 16. 16 into 1 16. 16 minus 4 12. This you keep as it is. Magnitude of A cross B square. From this I get magnitude of A cross B square is equal to how much? 16 minus 4, which is 12. So I got the value of this. Magnitude of A cross B square is 12 plus 9 times magnitude of vector B is given to be 4. 4 square 36. Sorry, 4 square 16. 4 square is 16. Sorry. 4 into 12 is 48. This part is 0. 48. 9 into 16 is 144. 144 plus 48 is 192. I am getting magnitude of C square as 192. So magnitude of vectors will be root 192. I can substitute now. Cos theta is equal to B dot C I got. B dot C is minus 48. B dot C is minus 48 divided by magnitude of vector B was given to us as 4. Correct? Magnitude of vector B is 4. And magnitude of vector C square is 192. So magnitude of vector C is root 192. Correct? I can write magnitude of vector C is root of 192, which is root of 64 into 3, which is 8 root 3. Correct? 8 root 3. 192 is 64 into 3. Root 64 is 8 root 3. Can write this as 8 root 3. Correct? 8 ones are 8 six are. 8 ones are 8 six are becomes minus 6 divided by 4 root 3. 8 ones are 8 six are. I can cancel further. This is 3s are 2s are. Correct? Minus 3 by 2 root 3 or minus root 3 by 2. 2 2s are 2 3s are. So minus 3 divided by 2 root 3 or 3 is root 3 in root 3. 1 root 3 cancels. So I am getting cos theta equal to minus root 3 by 2. Cos theta is equal to minus root 3 divided by 2 or theta is cos inverse of minus root 3 by 2. That could have expressed this in terms of standard angle pi minus cos inverse root 3 by 2. Actually it is pi minus pi by 6. Actually it is 5 pi by 6. Correct? So theta is cos inverse of minus root 3 by 2. Nice question asked. So much of work you should do to find angle between B and C, cos theta, and start with B dot C by magnitude of B into magnitude of C. B dot C we don't know. Only we know is magnitude of vector B, which is 4. Magnitude of vector B is known. We don't know magnitude of vector C, we don't know B dot C. So consider this equation. C equal 2 times A cross B minus 3B. Consider this equation, take dot product with vector B so that we get B dot C. Note that this part is 0. B dot A cross B is 0. B dot B is magnitude of B square. Magnitude of B is 4. 4 square 16. So simplify. B dot C we got. Again consider this. C is equal to 2 times A cross B minus 3B. From there you take magnitude on both sides and square on both sides. And use this fact. And here I am using A minus B square. Mod of magnitude of A minus B square is magnitude of A square plus magnitude of B square minus 2 times A dot B. That is used. Go on, simplify it. Okay. This part is 0. And magnitude of A cross B is got using Lagrange's identity. Okay. Lagrange's identity is used here. Lagrange's identity, which relates magnitude of A cross B, A dot B, magnitude of A and magnitude of B. Lagrange's identity. Okay. Using that we got magnitude of A cross B square. 4 square 16. 16 minus 4 is 12. Substitute. 4 into 12 is 48. 9 into 16 is 144. 144 plus 48 is 192. That is magnitude of C square. So magnitude of C is root of 192, which is 8 root 3. Substitute 8 root 3. All the values. Theta is cos inverse minus root 3 by 2. Question asked on 30th of January, first shift, JEE Main 2024. Move on to the next one. Given A and C, the opposite vertices of a parallelogram ABCD. The diagonal BD is given. Want to find area of the parallelogram. Okay. So ABCD is a parallelogram. The opposite vertices of the parallelogram are given. So ABCD is a parallelogram. Let's represent a parallelogram. ABCD. ABCD is a parallelogram. The opposite vertices are given. A is given and C is given. A is given to be 2, 3, 5. And C is given. C is given to be minus 3, 4, minus 2. Vector points A and C are given. From there you can find out vector AC. You can construct vector AC, one of the diagonal there. So AC is vector AC is equal to vector OC minus vector OA. Correct? Vector OC is here. The coordinates are right. Minus 3, 4, minus 2. Minus vector OA, that is 2, 3, 5. From this, minus 3 minus 2 becomes minus 5. 4 minus 3, 1. Minus 2 minus 5, minus 7. Vector AC is defined as OC minus OA. Position vector of C minus position vector of A. Minus 3, 4, minus 2. That is OC. Minus OA is 2, 3, 5. Subtract right. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 5. 4 minus 3, 1. Minus 2, minus 5, minus 7. Vector AC we got. Okay. Now BD is also given. AC we got one diagonal. BD was given to us in the question itself. Vector AC and vector BD. Now we can find out area of the parallelogram with these as diagonals. If the diagonals vector D1 and vector D2 are given as diagonals, area of the parallelogram is half into magnitude of D1 cross D2. This is a diagonal 1 and this is diagonal 2. Vector BD is given to us. Vector BD is given to be equal to I plus 2j plus 3k, which is 1, 2, 3 in terms of the coordinates. Therefore, area of the parallelogram is half into magnitude of AC cross BD. First I'll find AC cross BD, then write the formula and substitute. That will be easy for us. Find AC cross BD first. AC cross BD. Now, vector AC cross vector BD. Vector AC cross vector BD. Determinant of I cap, J cap, K cap. Vector AC is here, -5, 1, -7. Vector BD is here, 1, 2, 3. Expand this determinant and simplify, get the answer. Expanding this along the first row, I cap into, leaving first column, first row. 3 plus 14, which is 17. Minus J cap into, leaving second column, first row. -5 into 3, -15 plus 7, which is -8. Plus K cap into, leaving third column, first row. -10, -1, -11. Correct, no? Calculation. I cap into 3 plus 14, 17. Minus J cap into -15 plus 7, -8. K cap into -10, -11. Find out its magnitude. Magnitude of AC cross BD. Want to find its magnitude. Root of 17 square is 289. 8 square 64. Minus 11 square is 121. How much is this? 289 plus 64 plus 121. Do the calculation. 289 plus 64 plus 121. 9 plus 4, 9 plus 1, 10 plus 4, 14. 1 carry. 9 plus 6, 15 plus 2, 17, 4. 474, correct, no? 10, 14, 9, 6, 15, 15 plus 2, 17, 1 carry. 474, root of 474. Therefore, area of the parallelogram is half into root 474, correct? Therefore, area of the parallelogram is half into magnitude of AC cross BD. Half into magnitude of AC cross BD, which is equal to half into root of 474 square units. Question asked on 30th of January, first shift, JEE 2024. Please make a note. Quite simple question asked. Move on to the next one. Vector A is given. Alpha, beta, real numbers. Vector B be such that angle between vector A and vector B is pi by 4. And magnitude of B square is 6. A dot B is 3 root 2. Want to find the value of this. Alpha square plus beta square into magnitude of A cross B square. Vector A is given. Vector B is such that angle between A and B is pi by 4. A dot B is given. Correct? We'll start with A dot B. Angle between A and B is given. Magnitude of vector B is given, root 6. Magnitude of A I can find out in terms of alpha and beta. So I'll start with A dot B. We have A dot B. Given A dot B is equal to 3 root 2. Given A dot B is equal to 3 root 2. Using the definition of the dot product, A dot B is what? Magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B cos theta, correct? A dot B definition. Magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B into cos theta, using that definition of dot product. Magnitude of vector A, into magnitude of vector B into cos theta. Magnitude of vector A I can find out. Magnitude of vector is root of 1 square plus alpha square plus beta square. So root of 1 plus alpha square plus beta square. Root of 1 plus alpha square plus beta square. Magnitude of vector B is root 6. Magnitude of vector B is root 6. Cos theta. Theta is pi by 4, right? Cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 is equal to 3 root 2. From this we can find alpha square plus beta square, correct? Cross multiply this. Root of 1 plus alpha square plus beta square. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. 2 into 3 becomes 6. 6 by root 6, that is root 6. Squaring on both sides and simplifying, we get 1 plus alpha square plus beta square is equal to 6. From this, I can write alpha square plus beta square is equal to 5. I got alpha square plus beta square is 5. Now I need to find magnitude of A cross B square. I can use the Lagrange's identity here to find magnitude of A cross B square. Because A dot B I know. A dot B I know. Magnitude of vector B I know. Magnitude of vector E also I got. Also we have magnitude of vector A is what now? Magnitude of vector is root of 1 plus alpha square plus beta square. Magnitude of vector A is root of 1 plus alpha square plus beta square. Correct? From here. And alpha square plus beta square is 5. This becomes root of 1 plus 5, which is root 6. Magnitude of B square is 6. So magnitude of vector B is root 6. And A dot B is 3 root 2. Correct? A dot B is 3 root 2. We can use the Lagrange's identity to find magnitude of A cross B square. By Lagrange's identity. By Lagrange's identity. Magnitude of A cross B square plus A dot B square is equal to magnitude of A square into magnitude of B square. This is called as Lagrange's identity, which gets a relationship between magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B, A dot B, and magnitude of A cross B. A dot B is 3 root 2. 3 root 2 square here. Magnitude of vector A is root 6. Root 6 square is 6. Magnitude of vector B is root 6. Root 6 square is 6. 6 into 6, 36. This is magnitude of A cross B square. Simplify this. Magnitude of A cross B square is equal to, this is 36 minus 3 root 2 square is 18. So I am getting 18 here. Magnitude of A cross B square is 18. Alpha square plus beta square is 5. Alpha square plus beta square is 5. And magnitude of A cross B square is 18. Correct? Magnitude of A cross B square is 18. Using these two. Using these two, I can write the value of this. Alpha square plus beta square is 5. This is 5. This is 18. 5 and 18 is 90 is answer. Therefore, alpha square plus beta square into magnitude of A cross B square. Magnitude of A cross B square. Alpha square plus beta square is 5. Magnitude of A cross B square is 18. 5 into 18, which is 90. Option A. Question asked on 30th of January, second shift, JEE Main 2024. Lagrange's identity is quite important. Even in JEE Mains, in the middle of the problem we need it. Not directly they ask. In the middle of the problem we need to use Lagrange's identity. But for CET exams and other NDA, any other competitive exams, straightforward questions will be there on Lagrange's identity. Remember this relationship between magnitude of A cross B, A dot B, magnitude of A and magnitude of B. This is called as Lagrange's identity. Connecting both dot product and cross product. On to the next one, question number 12. A and B are two vectors as that. Magnitude of B is 1, magnitude of B cross A is 2. Want to find this. Start with this. magnitude of B cross A minus B the whole square. Magnitude of B cross A minus B square. Want to find this. Use magnitude of A minus B square. What is the formula we have? Magnitude of A minus B square is equal to magnitude of A square plus magnitude of B square minus 2 times A dot B, correct? This is the formula for magnitude of A minus B square. I am using this formula now. Okay. So magnitude of B cross A minus B square is magnitude of B cross A square, magnitude of B cross A square plus magnitude of B square minus 2 times dot product of these two. B cross A dot B. B cross A dot B. Magnitude of B cross A is given to be equal to 2. So this is 2 square. Magnitude of vector B is given as 1 square. And we know that B cross A dot B is 0 because vector B is always perpendicular to B cross A. So dot product of these two is 0. In other words, scalar triple product is going to be 0. Out of 3 vectors, 2 are same. Out of 3 vectors, 2 are same. No? Vector B, vector B. So answer is 0 for this. This part is 0. In other words, geometrically I can tell vector B is always perpendicular to B cross A. In other words, B cross A is perpendicular to vector B. Perpendicular means dot product equal to 0. Dot product of these two is 0 because this vector is always perpendicular to vector B. B cross A is always perpendicular to vector B, is also perpendicular to vector A. So this part is 0. 2 square is 4, 1 square is 1, 4 plus 1 is 5. So magnitude of B cross A minus B square is 5. Answer is option B. Quite simple question. CET level question. So level 0 kind of question for JEE mains. Okay. Level 0 I can tell. So that's a silly question. This is the question asked on 30th of January, second shift, JEE main 2024. Move on to the next one. Vector A, vector B, vector C are given like this. Vector P satisfies this condition. P cross B equal to C cross B. This is on parallel vectors. Given, and start with this. P cross B equal to C cross B. Given P cross B is equal to C cross B. So from this we can write P cross B minus C cross B is equal to 0 vector. I am using the distributive property for vectors. Distributive property for vector product is that this is could be written as P minus C cross B. Vector B is common, no, in both. So vector B kept outside. It's called as distributive property. P minus C cross B equal to 0. P minus C cross B is equal to 0 vector. Correct? We have this property. A cross B minus A cross C is something like this. A cross B minus C cross B, right? A cross B minus C cross B could be written as A minus C cross B. This is called the distributive property for vectors. A minus C cross B. Distributive property. Okay. So if two vectors are such that their cross product is 0, then the vectors are parallel, I can tell, for non-zero vectors. Because cross product of these two vectors is 0 vector, I can conclude that the vectors are parallel. Correct? So I can write P minus C is equal to lambda times vector V. From this, vector P minus vector C is equal to lambda times vector V, where lambda belongs to R. Lambda is some real number. From this, I can write vector P is equal to C plus lambda V. Vector C is given here, I minus 3j plus 4k. Correct? I'll write this is 1 comma minus 3 comma 4. 1 comma minus 3 comma 4 plus lambda times vector B is here, 4 comma 1 comma 7. Multiply and add. This is 1 plus 4 lambda comma minus 3 plus lambda 4 plus 7 lambda. Correct? Vector P we got. Now use this condition. vector p dot vector a equal to 0. So using this condition I can find lambda value. Once you get the value of lambda, substitute back, I'll get vector p. Then you can write p dot I minus j minus k. Simple question, typical JEE main level question, level 1 kind of question. Now using p dot a equal to 0, using p dot a equal to 0, p dot a equal to 0, vector p is here, vector a is here. Take the dot product of these two. Vector p dot a is equal to 0. Dot product of these two are 0. That means the two vectors are perpendicular to each other. Vector p is here, vector a is here. Take the dot product. 1 plus 4 lambda into 3. That will be 3 plus 12 lambda. Correct? Minus 3 plus lambda into 1. Minus 3 plus lambda. 4 plus 7 lambda into minus 2. 4 into minus 2, which is minus 8. 4 into minus 2, minus 8. 7 lambda into minus 2 becomes minus 14 lambda is equal to 0. Correct? 4 into minus 2, minus 8. 7 lambda into minus 2, minus 14 lambda. Simplify this. Plus 3 minus 3 will add up to 0. Minus 8 is there. 12 lambda plus lambda, 13 lambda. 13 lambda minus 14 lambda, minus lambda. This will become minus lambda minus 8 equal to 0. Lambda plus 8 equal to 0. That means lambda equal to minus 8. Lambda value I got. Lambda is minus 8. This lambda value you can substitute. You'll get vector p. Then you can find p dot I minus j minus k. Okay? That's it. You'll get the answer. Therefore, my vector p is equal to, vector p is equal to, lambda value substitute there. 4 into minus 8, minus 32. 1 minus 32 is minus 31. Minus 8, minus 3 minus 8 is minus 11. 7 into minus 8 is minus 56. Correct? 4 minus 56 will be minus 52. Therefore, we find out p dot, finally, vector p dot I cap minus j cap minus k. 1 minus 1 minus 1. Right? 1 minus 1 minus 1. Taking dot product of these two, that is minus 31 minus 11 minus 52 dot 1 comma minus 1 comma minus 1. What do you get? Minus 31 into 1 minus 31, minus 11 into minus 1 plus 11, minus 52 into minus 1 becomes plus 52. 52 plus 11 is 63. 63 minus 31 is 32. 32, option D. Please make a note. Commonly asked question this time on parallel vectors. From cross product, we are deriving the condition for parallel vectors and also using the distributive property of vector product. Hope it's clear. Given like this, rearrange the terms and use distributive property here. P minus C cross B equal to 0. Cross product of two vectors 0 means the two vectors are going to be parallel. If two vectors are parallel, we can write one as lambda times other. So P minus C is lambda times B. So P is C plus lambda. C is known. Vector C is given here. I write in terms of coordinates. IJK I don't write to save the time. Lambda into vector B is here. 4, 1, 7. Multiply lambda inside and add. Then P dot A equal to 0. You can use this condition. P dot A equal to 0. I'll get the value of lambda. That lambda substitute back. I'll get vector P. Then use P dot I minus j minus k. Find out the value. 32. Question asked on 31st of January, first shift, JEE in 2024. Move on to the next one. Question number 14 we have. Vector A and vector B are two vectors such that magnitude of A is 1, magnitude of B is 4, A dot B is 2 and given like this. This question is almost same. See, I'll show this question is almost same. Remember, magnitude of A is 1, magnitude of B is 4, A dot B is 2 and C is given like this. This question asked on 31st of January, first shift, and at last they asked something different. But this data what is given now is exactly same as the 9th question. Exactly same as the 9th question. Magnitude of A is 1, A dot B 2, magnitude of B is 4, correct? C is 2 times A cross B minus 3. Same question, same data. Data is same. Only the last part is different. Here they ask angle between B and C, but here they ask to find sine square alpha. 192 sine square alpha. Still, I'll do it again, once again. Okay. So, angle between B and C is alpha. So, I'll start with cos alpha. Angle between B and C is alpha. So, cos alpha is equal to B dot C divided by magnitude of B into magnitude of C. Correct? Alpha is angle between B and C. So cos alpha B dot C by magnitude of B into magnitude of C. And the given magnitude of B is 4. We don't know magnitude of C and we don't know B dot C. So consider this equation. Okay? Consider this equation. Vector C equal to. Consider vector C is equal to. What is given? 2A cross B minus 3B. 2A cross B minus vector 3B. 3 times vector B. Now what I'll do is, to find B dot C, take dot product with vector B on both sides. Taking dot product with vector B on both sides. B dot C is equal to 2A cross B dot B minus 3 times B dot B. Taking dot product with vector B on both sides. I know that A cross B is always perpendicular to vector B. So this part is 0. 2 we can keep outside if you want. Correct? 2 is kept outside. A cross B dot B is 0. So this is B dot C is equal to 0 minus 3 times B dot B is magnitude of B square. Magnitude of B is given to be equal to 4. So 4 square 16 minus 3 into magnitude of vector B is 4. 4 square is 16. It's equal to minus 48. B dot C is minus 48. B dot C is minus 48. Magnitude of vector B is given. Now I have to find magnitude of vector C. To find magnitude of vector C, take magnitude on both sides here and do squaring on both sides. Again consider this. Again, vector C is equal to. Again, vector C is equal to 2A cross B. I can write 2 times A cross B. 2 times A cross B minus 3 times vector B. Take magnitude on both sides and do squaring on both sides. And expand this using the formula. Magnitude of A minus B square. This will be equal to how much? 2 square is 4 into magnitude of A cross B square plus 9 into magnitude of B square minus 2 into 3, 6 into 2, 12. 12 times B dot A cross B. Correct? Magnitude of A square plus magnitude of B square minus 2 times A dot B. 2 into 3, 6, 6 into 12. And B dot A cross B is 0. This part is 0 because vector A cross B is always perpendicular to vector B. So dot product is 0. And I can find out the value of magnitude of A cross B square. 9 into magnitude of vector B is given there. 4. 4 square is 16. And this part is 0. Find magnitude of A cross B square. We don't know. You can use Lagrange's identity once again. So using Lagrange's identity, magnitude of A cross B square plus A dot B square is equal to magnitude of A square into magnitude of B square. A dot B is how much? A dot B is 2. So this is 2 square. Magnitude of vector is 1 square. Magnitude of vector B is 4 square. 4 square is 16. 2 square is 4. This is magnitude of A cross B square. So magnitude of A cross B square is 12 I'm getting. Correct? Magnitude of A cross B square. 16 minus 4, 12. So magnitude of A cross B square is 12. 4 into 12 is 48. 9 into 16 is 144, which is equal to 192. Correct? From this, I'm getting magnitude of A cross B square. 16 minus 4 is 12. Correct? This is 192. Magnitude of c square is 192. Therefore, I can write magnitude of vector c is root of 192. Root of 192, which is root of 64 into 3, which is 8 root 3. Root of 64 into 3, which is 8 root 3. Because root 64 is 8. So magnitude of vector c I got. So from this, cos alpha is equal to b dot c we got. B dot c is minus 48. B dot c is minus 48. And magnitude of vector b is how much? Magnitude of vector b is 4. Magnitude of vector c is how much? 8 root 3. 8 into 4 is 32, correct? 8 ones are 8 6 are. Minus 6 divided by 4 root 3. Which is equal to minus 3 by 2 root 3. Which is minus 3 is root 3 into root 3. 1 root 3 cancels. You get minus root 3 by 2. That is cos alpha. We want 192 sin square alpha. This is cos alpha. So cos square alpha is 3 by 4. Correct? Cos alpha is, I started with cos alpha. Cos alpha is minus root 3 by 2. Cos square alpha is 3 by 4. Sin square alpha is 1 minus cos square alpha. Sin square alpha is 1 minus cos square alpha. So 1 minus 3 by 4, which is 1 by 4. So sin square alpha I got. They asked to find 192 sin square alpha. So 192 into sin square alpha is 1 by 4. Correct? 4 into 48 is 192. So 48 is answer. Numerical type question asked on 31st of January, first shift, JEE Main 2024. Please make a note. Move on to the next one. The last question, I think, of JEE Main 2024, January shift of vector algebra. Vector A and vector B are given like this. Vector C is a vector such that A plus B cross C is equal to 2 times A cross B plus 24J minus 6K. And A minus B plus I dot C is given as minus 3. Want to find magnitude of C square. So A plus B find out first. Then cross with vector C. Vector C we don't know, I have to find out. So A plus B we can find out. Add the two vectors. Also I can find A cross B. Right answer I can find out easily. A cross B I can find out and add it to 24J minus 6K. So right answer I'll get a vector. A plus B I can find out. Cross with C. Then compare. You'll get coefficients or equate the corresponding coefficients of I cap, J cap, K cap. You'll get some condition. And also use this condition. If you want to find vector C, then you can find magnitude of C square. Okay. So first A plus B. A plus B is how much? A plus B cross C find out. A plus B cross C, that is left hand side. A plus B cross C. A plus B is how much? 5I plus J plus 4K. So cross product is determinant, right? Determinant of I, J, K. A plus B add and write. 3 plus 2 is 5. Correct? Second row is components of A plus B. 5, 2 minus 1, that is 1. K plus 3K, that is 4K. And vector C, I'll take C1I plus C2J plus C2K, C3K. Okay. Let vector C be C1I plus C2J plus C3K. Expand this. Correct, no? A plus B, 5, 1, 4. Expanding this, what do you get? This is I cap into, leaving first column, first row, C3 minus 4C2. C3 minus 4C2 minus J cap into, leaving second column first row, 5C3 minus 4C1. 5C3 minus 4C1. Correct, no? Leaving second column first row, 5C3 minus 4C1 plus K cap into, leaving third column first row, 5C2 minus C1. 5C2 minus C1. I cap into C3 minus 4C2 minus J cap into 5C3 minus 4C1 plus K cap into 5C2 minus C1. I'm getting left hand side I got. Now find out A cross B. Now A cross B is how much? A cross B, cross product of the two vectors. A cross B is determinant of I cap, j cap, k cap. Vector A components are 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Components of vector B are 2, minus 1, 3. Vector A, vector B, correct? 3, 2, 1, 2 minus 1, 3. Expand this. What we get? I cap into, leaving first column, first row. 6 plus 1, 7. Minus j cap into, leaving second column, first row. 9 minus 2, 7. Plus k cap into, leaving third column, first row. Minus 3, minus 4, which is minus 7. Vector A cross B I got. 2 times A cross B plus 24j minus 6k I need to find out. Find out 2 times A cross B, 2 times A cross B plus 24j minus 6k plus 24j minus 6k, that is my right hand side. So this will be 2 times this, 2 into 7 becomes 14, 14 I cap minus 14, correct? Multiply by 2, minus 14 plus 24, that will be 10, 24 minus 14. Multiply this by 2, minus 14 and add it to this, minus 6, minus 20 I get, correct? No? Minus 14 minus 6, minus 20, k cap. Finding 2 times A cross B plus 24j minus 6k, I got like this. And this is the left hand side, this is right hand side, this is equation 1 I'll call. Left hand side is equal to right hand side, no? A plus B cross C is equation 1. 2 times A cross B plus 24j minus 6k is equation 2. This is equal to this according to the question. From 1 and 2, I'll equate the corresponding coefficients. From 1 and 2, 1 and 2 are equal according to the question. So equating the corresponding coefficients of I cap, j cap, k cap, what we get? C3 minus 4C2. C3 minus 4C2 is equal to 14. Here minus you multiply inside. So 4C1 minus 5C3 is equal to 10. Equating coefficients of j cap. Equating coefficients of k cap. 5C2 minus C1, that is equal to minus 20. Equating coefficients of I cap, j cap, k cap, we get like this. Now A minus B plus I dot C is equal to minus 3. One more condition is given using this. A minus B plus I. What is A minus B, right? A minus B will be I cap plus 3j cap. Correct? A minus B I'm writing. 3I minus 2I. I. 2j plus j, 3j. K minus 3k minus 2k. Correct? 3I minus 2I is I. 2j plus j becomes 3j. K minus 3k is minus 2k. Correct? A minus B. I plus 3j minus 2k minus plus I. This is A minus B plus I dot vector C. Vector C is taken C1I plus C2j plus C3k. Is equal to minus 3. Correct? This is I plus I is 2I. So 2I into C1, that is 2C1. 3J, so 3C2. Taking the dot product. Minus 2C3. Correct? Is equal to minus 3. Now solve the equations 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equations we have. So everything you express in terms of C1. Okay? So C1 you keep as this. What is C2 in terms of C1 here? C2 is how much? From this I can write C2. 5C2 is C1 minus 20. So C2 is C1 minus 20 divided by 5. Correct? And what is C3 in terms of C1? So C3 will be 4C1 minus 10 divided by 5 is equal to C3, correct? 4C1 minus 10 divided by 5, that is C3. So C3 and C2 are expressed in terms of C1 and substituting this. So 2C1 plus 3 times C2 is C1 minus 20 divided by 5 minus 2 times C3 is how much? 4C1 minus 10 by 5. 4C1 minus 10 divided by 5. 4C1 minus 10 divided by 5, that is equal to minus 3. Multiply the entire equation by 5. So what I am going to get? 10C1 multiply entire equation by 500. 10C1, this 5 will cancel. 3C1 minus 60. 3C1 minus 60, correct? Here minus 8C1 minus 8C1 minus into minus becomes plus 20, correct? Multiply throughout by 5. So 5 into minus 3 becomes minus 15. Bring this side plus 15 equal to 0. How much you get? 10 plus 3, 13. 13 minus 8 is 5. 5C1. I'll get 5C1 minus 60 plus 35. This is 35. Minus 60 plus 35 is minus 25. Correct? Minus 25. Equal 25. Correct. So C1 is equal to 5 I'm getting. C1 is equal to 5. So I can write C2 and C3. C2 is how much? Therefore, C2 is equal to C1 minus 20 by 5. C1 is 5 you got. C1 is 5. That you can substitute here. 5 minus 20 by 5. 5 minus 20 divided by 5, which is minus 15 by 5, which is minus 3. Next I'll find C3. C3 is equal to 4C1. 4 into 5 is 20 minus 10 divided by 5. 5 is C1 is 5. 4 into 5 is 20. 20 minus 10. 10. 10 by 5 is 2. So everything we got. C1, C2, C3 we got. Now I can write vector C. Then find its magnitude. Therefore my vector C is what? Vector C is equal to C1 I cap plus C2 j cap plus C3 k cap. C1 is how much? 5. 5i. C2 is minus 3. Minus 3 j cap. And C3 is 2 k cap. So vector C we got. Find out its magnitude and square it. Therefore magnitude of vector C will be how much? From this, magnitude of vector C is equal to root of 5 square 25 plus minus 3 square is 9 plus 2 square is 4. This is root 38. Magnitude of vector C is root 38. Magnitude of C square is 38. 38 is answer. Question asked on 31st of January, second shift, JEE Main 2024. All nice questions are asked year by year. In 2025 also in vectors we had very nice questions. 2024, this is of January shift. Also I'll be doing 2024 April shift of vectors. There also we got quite a lot number of questions, 15 or 16 questions like that. So very nice topic, very interesting and easy topic, easy to score 4 marks. If you learn all the formulas, please learn the properties of dot product, cross product, and also a bit of scalar triple product if you know it's well and good. And also significance of vector triple product is asked even in 2025 JEE Main. Questions are asked on the significance, geometrical significance of vector triple product. You must know A cross B cross C. Even in January shift and April shift, one question was appeared in both the shifts each. Okay. So one question was asked each in April shift as well as January shift. With this we completed all the questions of vector algebra 2024 January shift. Okay, all the questions have been solved completely. So I'll see once I'll show you the questions once again. This was the 15th question on the cross product, all those things. This was the 14th question being got like this, use of Lagrange's identity and dot product, magnitude, all those things. Multiple concepts were there here. And here we had this question on parallel vectors. Here we had very simple question on the magnitude of a minus b square. And this was one question on using Lagrange's identity once again, correct? This was on finding area of the parallelogram. I didn't mark this answer. This is half into root 474 was answer. Didn't mark, right? Rest all I have marked. Question number 9 was this. Cosine was minus root 3 by 2. 9 and 14 was same type. Okay. And this is on vectors, dot product. This was the area of parallelogram and area of quadrilateral we had. And this is 35, we got the answer, correct? And this was on finding the least positive value of integral value of alpha, for which angle between the two vectors is acute angle. This is on finding the dot product and all those things. Here we use one property of scalar triple product, that dot and cross are interchangeable. Okay, that was the thing used here. And this was question on finding angle between the vectors. And we had this one 37 angle, internal angle bisector. And this was the first question on finding repeatedly crossing with I 3 times, A cross B, cross I, cross I, cross I, then find out this. So all the 15 questions we have covered. Okay, so January shift vector algebra is completed. Many more videos will be uploaded in the coming days, focusing mainly on JEE main, KCT and NDA, and also synopsis part will be done. Will be doing for all the chapters for both KCT as well as JEE exams. Okay, please subscribe to my channel and forward to your friends. With this I conclude. Thank you.